Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to any new viewers. This is a reading for Taurus. My beautiful Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus. This is your mid-month check-in. Let's see what's going on for the rest of November 2022. So mid to end of November. I'm going to look at your current energy, the energy of the person, people, situations surrounding you or that you're dealing with, the overall outcome of those situations for the rest of the month. I'm going to look at any other, challenges that may be coming up or that you may be facing. I'm going to pull some cards for, overall advice, just to look at the direction of where things are going. Taurus, of course, if you enjoy the reading, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And of course, feel free to check out your other placements as well. Just pull one more here. There we go. And just get a couple more from other decks as well before we get into it. Taurus, there's a lot happening this month. Two of Earth, we've got the Two of Pentacles there. You're really trying to balance everything while all this, all these exciting new developments are going on, I would say. You're really trying to maintain a sense of balance. Just one more here. We have, and again, there's your card. First quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. Okay, so, I mean, this is really about what is in your control and what isn't, This is a kind of good advice for everyone, really, but it's coming through especially strong for you at the moment, Taurus. It's like, just don't control the controllables and don't worry about the things that you can't control. Be aware of them, but if it's really something you have no power over, you cannot be too worried about it. When we talk about what's in our control, it's really, our own words, our own actions, our own behaviors. What's not in our control is things like other people's actions and behaviors, things like, the movement of the stock market, what is happening, on a global scale. Lots of things basically are not in our control, unfortunately. So what that means is there is some kind of roadblock, there is some kind of challenge you're facing this month, which again is frustrating you a little bit because you wish you had more control over the situation. I'm going to get to that in a moment because that's coming up a little bit later on in the reading, in the sense of things. So we'll get to that in a second, because I don't want to ignore this very positive energy that has come through in the top half of the spread here. So despite this challenge, there is also a lot of good happening here, right? Look at this this absolutely beautiful Ace of Cups. I'm really seeing there is a relationship, there is a personal relationship, romantic relationship that is just blossoming, that is gonna go from strength to strength. There's if this is something new, this is potentially someone new coming in who has caught your eye, who you are willing to make an offer to, but I'm actually seeing that it could be an existing relationship as well. Whenever an ace comes up, it is this feeling of new, but with the Knight of Pentacles here, I do think that this is something you've also been working at for a while. This is something that has taken a lot of thought, has taken a lot of time, has taken a lot of effort. And finally, I see it flourishing for you. So this is so beautiful. This is really an opening up of your heart to a point where maybe you didn't think was even possible. Someone else may be feeling that too. But, you're not someone who commits very easily, I would say, because you know what commitment means, what true commitment means. And it's something that you don't take lightly, or it's something that you don't, you're not the type of person who's just gonna commit to something and then the next day change their mind. You want to make sure it's right for you. And I really see that everything is lining up, and everything is, all the boxes are being ticked, and you feel ready now to take this next step in this journey. And this is absolutely wonderful. I'm feeling so good as I'm, reading this energy, as I'm feeling this energy, Taurus, because I'm also seeing the length of time that went into it. Now, for some of you, it could be the fact that you've been through a lot, that you've, maybe even been single for a long time, longer than what you would like. Maybe there have been certain relationships in the past that you put a lot of effort into and then got little reward, or it didn't work out, or whatever the case may be. So this just feels like a long time coming for some reason. It also feels like maybe you've turned a corner in a relationship, an existing relationship that there was always a bit of a struggle or a bit of a clash, or it's like, have you hit some sort of a breakthrough with regards to, maybe you've been to counseling with this person, maybe you've had a conversation now that has finally helped you turn a corner in this relationship. Whatever the case is, it's taken time, it's taken effort, and it feels so satisfying now that things are really getting better. Now, I am seeing potential for proposals as well. So this could be you, this could be another person. This could be like a mutual decision, like, hey, let's finally put pen to paper. Let's finally make this official. I'm seeing potential for that sort of thing too. I'm seeing with the Ace of Cups, again, this won't be a story for all of you, but there's potential pregnancy, birth. This can even be just really expanding the family in terms of even like pets. That's for me as a reader. Obviously traditionally it's pregnancy, children, that sort of thing. However, we are so we have such a strong bond with our pets, with animals, that for people who love animals, it's potentially expanding through a new pet as well, because sometimes the love can be just as strong. So very, very beautiful energy, Taurus. I love it. Now, energy around you, we have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Cups. I mean, this is all very, more positive news, I guess. When I see the 10 of Pentacles, I think of, again, that real long-term outlook, long-term commitments. What are we going to take to get there? This is my vision for the future. What steps can I put into place to get there? And I feel like you're doing that now. You're somehow putting in the work, next steps. How do we get there? We're in such a positive, loving situation in this connection that we're seeing the future very clearly and very bright now. And the future is the 10 of Pentacles, which is a lot of wealth. I have to put that out there. It's, whenever we see this many pentacles, it's future wealth, investments paying off. It's long-term kind of wealth building as well. It's family investments. It's, intergenerational wealth, that sort of thing. You could be receiving some sort of help from a family member. Perhaps there's like a sale of a house or something that is happening, and or a sale of some kind of investment, and that is going to actually help you in your journey. So there may be some money coming in that you were not expecting from a family member, or from a parent or something like that. With the 3 of Cups, this is really a joyful celebration. I don't know if you have siblings or cousins or other people in the family, but again, there's some kind of joy and gathering and get together in relation to potentially this kind of family celebration, or this family inheritance. And sometimes, when I say inheritance, it can sometimes have a bit of a sad connotation, in case it has to do with someone, passing on and then leaving you something. But I'm not seeing that in this instance. In this instance, it's really more of a happy feeling. So I'm seeing that, again, it could just be the sale of something. Someone decides to, again, sell a property, for example, because they want to downsize or they want to move somewhere where it's a little bit smaller and a little bit easier for them to manage. And then as a result of that, they receive, some kind of money, and they share it with you. It's just one scenario. So it is a happy feeling, it's a blessed feeling, it's positive, and again, it could have to do with some kind of celebration of an engagement or proposal or taking things to the next level as well. So on the one hand, things are going very, very well for you, Taurus, and I'm very happy to see that. But there are some challenges here as well. And I do see, first of all, you being very busy. I see that there is really this need to balance or juggle a lot of things or wear a lot of hats. And you kind of need to seamlessly move between them in order to keep all the balls in the air and keep everything going. That's okay. I think you're doing it, and I think you're doing it well. Where the cracks are starting to show a little bit, or the thing that's stressing you out the most, I feel, again, could be to do, and this is why I use this home example or the sale of a home. The reason why I use that as an example is because I'm sensing that there could be an issue with the sale of a home. I'm sensing that, perhaps as an example, you're wanting to sell something, but the market is not wanting to give you the price that you want, or there's like a challenge there. You're wanting to maybe even sell some stocks or do something, and or you've invested in something and it hasn't paid off the way you thought it would, and it hasn't been as easy as you thought it would. And so that is a little bit of a challenge here. Again, the message is to release control of that, Taurus. So release what you can't control what you can, and don't, worry too much about what you can't. Sometimes it's about finding a different way forward. And I do sense that there's an opportunity, or there's something that you can do, or even advice that you get from someone else, which will help you find a different path forward and help you get out of this challenging situation, whatever that is. So I don't see it as a complete disaster, but it's about reframing it in your mind and thinking about what is in your power to do, what is in your power to control or influence. And sometimes that may mean talking to someone who is an expert in a field which you don't know as much about, for example. I'm seeing there are options. There are definitely options for you. I think you just had something set in your mind, like a particular way forward on this. And so because that hasn't worked out, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? But there are options. So don't make any, I would say, rash decisions. Yeah, don't make any rash decisions. Think about it with that hermit energy there. Take your time, think about it. Even if something seems urgent, is it? Question that. How urgent is it really? Where is the sense of urgency coming from? Is it coming from an actual urgency? For example, is there like a, did something break? Did a pipe break and is now, leaking water everywhere? Do I need to fix this because it's going to become a bigger issue? Or can I wait? Is it a real emergency or not? And if it's not, then it may be time to take a little bit of a step back, take a time out from it, and just wait, just sit on it. No need to do something. For example, if you're trying to sell a home and the market is not that great at the moment, or you're not getting the price that you want, do you have to do it right now? Is it okay to just wait? But of course, if there's something more urgent repair, yes, then of course you need to act. Yeah, so just keep that sense of balance. Keep that sense of balance. Step back from the situation and get advice if you need to. Get advice. Oops. Yeah, don't, yeah, I feel like this is something that is, unfortunately, taking away from the amazing stuff that's going on, right? Because you got some really, really incredible stuff happening this month, Taurus. I have to say, it's really amazing, and I don't want this situation, things. It's not like everything can go smoothly for us at all times, right? There's always going to be challenges, and that's okay. I just don't want you to get so focused on that you can't see everything else that's going on, which is pretty incredible. I'm getting more and more new opportunities, these new ace cards coming up. So 2 aces now in this reading, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. So I think there's more than one exciting thing going on for you, and unfortunately there's something else that is kind of distracting you from it. But this connection, this relationship, I'm seeing so much excitement and passion there as well, an opportunity there. The aces just keep on coming here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So we've got 3 aces now. Yeah, there's a lot of good here. And you know what I'm seeing really? I think something that might solve your problem is that something is going to feel like a gift. So let's say you have this urgent repair or something's gone wrong and you need to spend a lot of money, more than what you were expecting, on this expense that has come up. You're going to get the money. The money's going to come in. So what may also happen is that, how this also may play out, is that something happens with your home or your situation, or something that you thought was very secure has now revealed itself to not be the case. And so you're having to spend a bit more money than what you wanted. But then I see that money is going to come in from another direction. So it's going to kind of balance itself out in that way, which is great to see. So I don't want you to be too worried about it. At the same time, control the controllables and release what is not in your control. But I'm seeing, again, so much good here, especially long term with regards to the money situation, that I don't think you need to be too worried about that, Taurus. And there's definitely a sense of family help around you, of help from the past. Some of you may be reaching out, or it may be worthwhile reaching out to like an old friend as well. Someone who you can rely on, who has your back, and who even sometimes is just there for you for a chat when you need to, just to have a conversation and to feel just to help you get balanced again. And sometimes we can surround ourselves with people who for better or worse are not aligned to the same way of thinking we are. And so let's say, for example, you're in a relationship with someone and everything's going really well and this person's a great person, but they have a tendency to, let's say, freak out about things a little bit more easily than you do. And so that can sometimes that energy can rub off on you a little bit and make you a little bit more worried than what you need to be. If that's the case, think about the people who make you feel, calm, who make you feel like you got this, or who can give you that, reasonable, balanced advice. And again, maybe it's someone who you've known from the past, or a family member. So it may be time to communicate and reach out to that person, have a catch up with them, have a chat with them, just to help you maintain that sense of balance. But I think the solution to this challenge is going to come in. There's going to be a solution. There are many options. There are many ways forward. So it's just a matter of taking your time, if you can, and finding the correct one, the correct way forward. And there you are, King of Pentacles, yeah. So you got this. You got this, Taurus. Any stress about money, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Anything that's expensive, it's going to be okay. Any house-related situation, home-related situation, it's going to be okay. So that's the message. Focus on the blessings, because there are so many blessings in your life at the moment this month. Focus on those, and the rest is going to sort itself out. I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.